Dave, if you live in St. Louis, you can get your cable TV from Charter, and most of us can also get it from AT&T, their universe selection. But something has changed in the last couple of weeks. Now, AT&T owns HBO, they own CNN, they have TBS. A lot of these stations that you watch in your cable package now belong to AT&T because they were allowed to buy Time Warner. Yeah. And if you're the Justice Department, you can argue that, you know, if you're suddenly AT&T, you can say to Charter, well, your customers, maybe they can't get HBO anymore, so they'll have to switch to us. They'll pay a lot more than our customers have to pay. They'll start using this, what the government would call a quasi-monopoly power. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I mean, the Trump administration did try to make that argument, but they got shot down pretty thoroughly by a federal judge who said there's no basis to try to stop this. Basically, let it go forward, and AT&T closed the deal within days after they got that ruling. It was such an the judge slammed the door so thoroughly on the government's arguments. Of course, AT&T had charged early on that the Trump administration was trying to block it because they didn't like CNN, and they could never really prove that. So that wasn't really a part of the final ruling, but it was an interesting sideshow in the case.
And AT&T's argument was that we're not going to do all this nasty stuff to Charter and to Comcast and all the competitors, basically because we want everybody to be able to watch TBS. We make money when more people are watching it, so we're not going to use it as a club against their competitors.
And they have already announced a couple of streaming products, which they said that this is necessary to compete with the likes of Netflix and and Hulu.
That was their argument too. That these are our competition, not AT&T. Well, of course, now we have net neutrality is now out the window. So theoretically, AT&T could slow down the transmission of Netflix while speeding up its own.
That's another interesting. Because this judge said. He's not even going to put any conditions on the merger. When Comcast bought NBC Universal, they had to agree to essentially a net neutrality-like provision. AT&T doesn't even have that kind of shackles.
I know. So instead of fighting him through the courts, the Justice Department might have been smarter at the beginning to just kind of work out a little deal. Well, this is what they call a vertical merger. Yes. I mean, AT&T does not compete directly with people who make the shows that run on its Uverse thing. So the question is, if AT&T were buying Charter, then you would have direct competition, then you'd have real anti-competitive stuff. The government was trying to say that even these vertical mergers, where you don't compete directly, can create a monopolistic situation. The judge wouldn't buy it. No, so we're going to be seeing a lot of.
And so the question is, does this what's this do for consumers? Does this change the reduce the incentive to be a cord cutter because you can now get the same kind of products and streaming through AT&T's DirecTV.
If they don't slow you down.
Well, they won't slow you down if you're their subscriber, for sure.
That's right. Okay.
And also AT&T also started a very interesting division called Advertising and Analytics. They know a great deal about what you watch, and if you're also subscribed to their internet service, they know a great deal about your browsing habits. So they wanted, kind of like Facebook does, make money off of highly targeted advertising. That's a little, it's huge potential from a business point of view, but also a little scary.
A little scary. Well, I've accepted years ago that I have no privacy whatsoever, and the great gods of the internet know everything about me. So
now they know even more.
Now they know even more.